Good morning. And isn't it a fine morning when I have a little extra elbow room on screen? I think so. I kind of like having a little extra elbow room. Good morning to you all on what is this very rainy northeastern morning. It is very fitting for the mood that I happen to be feeling this morning. Never not happy to be here with you. Just kind of feeling all the feels. We'll get into that. But when I pop on the screen and I'm looking down the side of the panel and I see some of the names that are in the chat today, there's a reason to smile, and I am feeling a whirlwind better. So without further ado, I want to wish a good morning to some of the friends who are here nice and bright and early. I appreciate you. As always, my little Connecticut love muffin. Henry, good morning, sweetheart. How are you? Ken, good morning. Hope you're doing well. I agree, this weather is the pits, but I have to be honest with you. I have some things to attend to this weekend. And to be honest with you, when you just kind of are okay with what's happening out there because you just need to get some stuff done inside and your mood kind of matches the weather. So William good morning. It's always so nice to see you on the weekends and in the chats. I hope you're doing well. Good morning, good morning. I know I saw my little Father Christmas, my incredible love bug, Uncle Ed. I hope you're doing well. I know this is the busy season for you. Winky wink. I hope everything is well with you. We tease Uncle Ed that he's Father Christmas. Mix Mower's son thinks he's Father Christmas, but my goodness, Uncle Ed, I think if you even went on screen for my students, they would probably think the same. And we have here Bill Martini decorating the tree. So Bill, that if the weather would have held out, that would have been on my list today, but it did not. So we have to actually go get the real tree. I had very high hopes that the mister would have surprised me for my birthday this week and put up I'd explained that I have a thing for trees. So we have quite a few in the house. We always do one monstrous real tree downstairs, and that's the one that we need to go get. But Mandingo was having some issues this week that since the mister was able to work out, God willing, thank God, we're going to go and fetch her this weekend. She's fine. But we needed her to go get the monstrous Christmas tree. But the weather is just not good. I'm not going to bring in a wet tree. So I'll wait, a few days till things calm down and the weather's better. But I really thought, foolish me, my birthday morning, the mister was up at 3:45. And he was up in the area, the light was on in the area where we have our artificial children's tree that his mom had given us. And I really thought that the mister I didn't expect decorated at all, but I thought he was surprising me by putting up the children's tree because honestly, that's how simple I am. It probably takes a half hour to put up, and that probably would have been the best birthday present. He wouldn't have had to spend a dime. And that would have probably made my entire day. And I'm not going to lie, I even purposely stayed downstairs getting his lunch ready and out of his way, thinking that's what was happening up there. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of felt like a disappointed kid on Christmas who didn't get their bike when he left for work and I went upstairs and nope, it was probably just a video game morning. See what happens when you think something's happening that it's not? You disappoint yourself, right? But anyway, Kaiser dog, I am so proud of you that you are showing up and you are here early. See, the mister thinks you need your wake-up calls. I have full confidence that you're going to be here on time. You're the man. You're awesome. And yeah, there's no other word than the SUCKS for this weather. I'm like, here's my deal. When it's bitter cold and it's raining like this, I tell the mister all the time, bitter cold, December, January, it better equal snow. That's my rule. If I'm going to be like hands like, cracking, sitting there shivering, there better be snow. So I'm not down with the rain. It better be snow. John, good morning, sweetheart. I hope you had a good week. Good to hear from you. Glad that you're here. Mondo, yes. So Mondo, here's the thing. I normally would say Mondo's now in Florida, maybe in a tankini, enjoying some sunshine. Mondo, I would normally say send up the sunshine. But at this time of the year, this girl is all about wanting to get out the snow blowers. I so am dying to get out. I think our last number count was 39, maybe 40 if he hasn't snuck in one after he sold one. But I have such a beaut of an Ariens. I will not let the mister do anything else to her, because whenever we go out and we're like snow blowing people's driveways, I am plugging through. He's replacing shear pins on his and he's sitting there tweaking things. I am plowing through. So I got to be honest with you, like, I don't know. What do some women do? Like basket weave, knitting, crocheting, shopping. I don't know. I get a little frustration out behind my grips. So I need like more than us just piling together a little snow. Like I remember when we were testing out his Hemi snow blower there, like we had to like shovel snow in the driveway, like whatever we could to get a good little plow through just for that video. But I want some snow. Just so Mondo, keep the sunshine for right now. Just, send us all the good snow vibes for right now. I just want like one or two like monstrous snowstorms. I want to get out there with the snow blower. I want to put on like my Russian. I have a little Russian. My mother-in-law got my husband and I like these like big woolly Russian snow hats. Granted, for some reason, the female one has like 2 ears on it. I feel a little ridiculous with these 2 ears pointing out of mine, but whatever, it keeps you warm. And I just want to like make some money, go plow some driveways out with it and like call it a day. Like get Mandingo loaded up. Like, we need a little snow. We need a little snow. But you know what? Good things happen to those who wait. It'll come. It'll come. Mick, good morning, sweetheart. Good morning. Saw you on Steve's live last night. Dude, it was like a hard live to get on. We were like kind of hanging for a while, tried, and it didn't happen. I guess it's like all who you know, right? You did great. Good live, good stuff, good show. Chris's Small Engines, good morning, sweetheart. Good to have you here. Excellent. Roger, you the man. I needed that. You know what? I'll take queen of the curb find on the island. I will say. So here's what I'll tell you. When the universe starts bringing you the curb finds, one of the most dangerous things you can start doing, though, ladies and gentlemen, do not start expecting them. I've been doing it. I'm not going to lie. I had a good little streak there for a couple of weeks. I had a good streak. 4 really nice finds: my backpack blower, my leaf blower, 2 lawn mowers, and how cute is this? The Mister hasn't dropped the video, so I don't want to like share too much because it's like a funny one. He's got me doing something with one of them that like I probably should have given him a knuckle sandwich for making me do it, but I made a friend. She's 94 years old, the woman who lived at the house of one of the mowers I found. And now when I pass her house, if she's outside, she sits outside in a lawn chair and she just watches the traffic. She knows my car now. And she shouts out to me. She says, Bella, she waves. Like, I'm like her junk find person now that she knows that I don't work for the town. She thought I worked for the town at first. Like, long story, you'll see it in the video. It's adorable. It's adorable. She's too cute. But yes, I made a friend. She's 94. You know what? Some of the best friends you're gonna make are some of our elders. His grandmother Brooklyn, has a neighbor. She's over 100. She shares my birthday, December 3rd. She's my birthday twin, we call it. And she's one of my bestest buddies. We still talk every couple of weeks. I love it. When I call her, you know what she says to me? We're birthday twins. You know what I say to her? I think you were born a few minutes before me. And she still at 100 and something gets a chuckle out of it. I love it. I love it. Good times. Mick, dude, I hear you. I think he was up to like 200 and something likes. He's like salt of the earth. I gotta tell you, I will say it time and time again. I love good people. And you can tell it when you're sitting there on someone's live, and you can and you could sit there and you could just feel the goodness come out of people. You know what I'm saying? Steve was on that live last night, and you could just feel the authenticity come out of him. You guys know it. I hate gimmicky. I hate when someone's trying to sell me on their live like a show. I don't want a show. I want authenticity. I want real. I want like you in the life of. I want you in the life of the small engine. What's happening in your life? How is your week? How can you bring value to my real life? And you know, guys, I was actually thinking of you this week. Thursday was my birthday, December 3rd, and I gotta tell you, guys, you know, I am, for lack of so many better words, I'm like an orphan. I don't have my family. Like my parents no longer. My family over the years has passed. So when I met my husband, when I met the Mister, like that's my family. But you guys are, between my kids at work that day, I felt like Taylor Swift, like girlfriend move over, because I'm like Taylor Swift with small engines now. But those kids, that building made me feel like I was on top of the world. And then when I got out of work and I saw the post that the Mister put up on the community page, guys, like whether you dropped a HBD or wrote a line or like that, to me, that meant the world to me. I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. And I'm not gonna get all weird, but that kind of stuff, guys, that's what I love about this. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk about our triumphs in this small engine world. We're there for each other, congratulate each other on the good things that are happening with our kids, our families, the not so good times. Like I love that about this community. You know, we bring each other up. Like Mick's got an awesome live coming up December 19th. Like we're rooting him on. Like that's phenomenal. I love when we hit those milestones on our channels. Like you would think we hit them ourselves when we're sitting there and cheering one another on. And when I talk about the authenticity of our channels, I want you to know that, like, when we're sitting here on our channels and we're talking about, and I'm sitting here and, like, I know, like, the last time you guys were like, preach it, sister. And Chris, I know Chris is in the chat. Chris, brother, I'm getting there. I see you. I know he said you were thinking about what I said a couple weeks ago about, like, just appreciating the things you have in your life. I want you to know that what's so valuable to me is that when people get on these lives, that they're not just sitting here. Hi, love. When they're not just sitting there and preaching out the advice, but they're actually living the advice they're giving. And what I mean by that is this. Thursday was my birthday. And another year, I'm grateful to be here. As you know, I'm a cancer survivor. So every year a birthday comes, God darn, I'm thrilled to be here. I don't need anything else in my life, but what a good life he's given me, right? I've got this dreamboat. I got a beautiful home. I got a great job. But what I want you to know is when I sat there that day and told you that we got to be appreciative for the things that we have, oh, don't think that your girl over here doesn't have her moments. The day before my birthday happened, it was the morning of, and it's so funny, guys, when you think about the things that your parents tell you, boy, oh boy, my mother's been gone 14 years, and I got chills the day before my birthday because I sat there, I was getting ready for work. And when I tell you, for some reason, and you guys know, I live life with a grateful heart, it hit me with a sledgehammer. For some reason, the day before, because I'm coming up to kind of like a milestone one next year, all the things that, like, I haven't achieved just yet, that, like, I thought I would have by now. All the things that, like, I thought would be done, the things I would have achieved, the things that I would have helped him to have achieved, and I felt like I failed. I felt like a failure. And you know what? I had to remember what I tell you guys. And I had my pity party for a hot minute. And I sat there and I said to myself, damn, I can't get on these lives and preach to you guys to have your pity party and be grateful and not practice what I preach. No effing way. So let me tell you, when you come to Pate's performance and you hear what we've got to tell you, whether it's in a video and he's messing up and having a oopsie, or we're on a live and I'm sitting here and I'm shooting this to you, believe that I'm practicing what I'm saying. And believe when he's having an oopsie and he's in the moment, he's never claiming he's perfect. The basis of this channel, and I pray, and it's his channel, but I pray for this channel, what we always are for you, is that we are always keeping it completely 100% with you. And if anything that we show you in a video that we're living with you, that I may say to you, helps even one darn dang person on any given day, then that's better than any Amazon wish list. That's better than anything you could ever send us. That just makes my every day. So when I sit here and tell you that I live with a grateful heart, guys, there's a effing boatload of things that I wish I would have done differently in my life so far. There's a boatload of things that right now, if we're being honest, I'm really not happy with him about right now. But I'm going to sit here in this moment, in this day, and say to myself, I got so many good things right now. And you know what? In my famous line I tell you guys, I got to keep on trucking. There's so many things in this day to be grateful for. And right now in this moment, I've got 23 of you in this chat with us on a Saturday morning, keeping the good old American dream alive for small engines, small business, hobbies. And I am so grateful for all of you. So thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting this channel. And let's continue on in welcoming you into the chat. Thank you so much, because I see some names in here and I don't want you to be skipped over because that matters. And I had said hello to a few of you already, so let me just get back up. I get a little crazy. I have a little clicker I use. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little old school that way. I don't scroll with the mouse pad. I don't get down that way. I just don't. I don't. Baby, I knew you were here. Chris, it's always a pleasure. Chris, thank you so much for being here. We're happy to have you. Chris, I just said I was happy to have you. I was happy to have you. I need you to do a little Elsa Anna snow dance for us, my love. Come on now. Come on now. Peter Boca, my love.
That's a Lawn Boy 2-stroke.
That's a very cool lawnmower.
With the mulch plug on it.
Dude, I need to know, where are you from? It's a pleasure to have you here.
Isn't Boca in Florida? Maybe Boca Raton.
A little thing in the name. I love it. Thank you for joining us this morning. It's a pleasure to have you here. Oh, dude, you were in the right. You can have a shout out on a shout. Guys, Peter Boca, part of the Pate's Performance family. Go check him out. Dude, if you have a name, drop it in the comments.
Can I have a shout out trying to go? All right, so here's the deal. So I guess I'm kind of walking. Are you talking to? Were you talking about YouTube drama this week? Or,
not at all.
Oh,
I wasn't about. I'm not about drama.
All right, so hear about growing a channel.
You guys want to have drama, like my mother used to say.
Keep it.
Go take it to the playground. Go work it out between you guys. This channel's not about that.
So anyway,
not about that.
So on her community post, she brought up it was her birthday, the whole month. We eclipsed a couple of things in the YouTube world. She hates it because she's big on metrics. We are one of the worst YouTube channels out there. we just passed 2,500 subs and we have over 700,000 views. So what is that? So what does that tell you about subscriber attention or retention? I mean, it is what it is. I personally feel that that's the nature of our channel. If you have a problem with your machine, you fix it. What the heck you need me for after that? But anyway, the only thing I could say for anybody starting a YouTube channel is do not, just like my lawn care. If you watch my lawn care vlogs, what do I tell you about lawn care? Do not pay attention. Do not focus on what other people are doing or what they have. Nose down, worry about your own stuff. Yeah. Do not compare from one to another, because you're going to get caught up in that. Every channel is unique and different. Yeah. Even though we've gotten messages, hey, listen, they're doing this. I don't care. And the same thing is do not succumb to pressure. What I'm trying to say is natural.
He doesn't not care. We love and support what everyone's doing out there.
Yes.
Like, more power to you, everyone. But don't get caught up in, oh my God, this person's doing this. Oh my God, this person's got this many subscribers. Guys, no. Or
if this person's,
no, it's not about that.
Or if this person's copying one of your videos, that's, what Henry Mosenblower said. What did he say? What is that? Copying is the best.
It's the largest form of flattery. It's the largest. Guys, authors do it. When you take a pose out of a book and you quote it from another author, it's the largest form of flattery.
So with that being said, don't get stuck in the whole thing of trying to non-organically grow your channel because you are going down a rabbit hole that you don't want to try and dig yourself out of. I cannot stress that more than enough. We're huge fans of organic growth. And when you do things organically, when you work hard towards a goal, and you know you've achieved it doing the best you can with what you have, it's an overall sense of achievement. Okay, I say this over and over again. I am not the best mechanic out there, 110%. And I'm not the best union heavy duty. I am not, but I will be your best hardworking mechanic. And you guys see that on my channel. I'm a hard worker. I will keep at it. I will keep going. And I tell you guys all the time, you guys will find your niche. You will find your niche, but niches do not come out with trial and error. I'm not sure who's in the chat. I appreciate everyone. I was late. I was selling something.
Yeah.
Chris is Small Engine. Love him. Right. He's always. I love all you guys, but he is great with these one-liners and sayings and all this stuff. Right. Fail. First attempt in learning. Right. So how do you think
we tell kids to do this, and that's the problem with the generation of children we're producing now. Children don't want to fail anymore. Children want to just achieve and succeed out the door. Guys, whether it's Small Engines, no matter what it is, we need to teach. A lot of you have kids. A lot of you have teenagers. A lot of you have young women, young men who still live under your roofs. Let them fail. You learn from failure, whether it's finances, Small Engine, no matter what it is, you've got to learn. You've got to learn from it.
Mm-hmm.
Have the oopsies.
Yes, and those are the best lessons learned. So this week it's snowblower season, right? There is in other part, not us, in other parts of the country, in other parts of the world, it's snowblower season. I am getting a lot of action on my channel, which is fantastic, with comments, the whole nine. And a guy said he asked where I lived and if I would be interested in repairing his snowblower. And I said, no. I says, I failed as a YouTuber if I did not encourage you or persuade you to fix your machine. If it's 2-cycle, I get it. Throw that in the garbage. You guys know I hate 2-cycle. I'll get better as I work along. If it was 2-cycle, yeah, man, throw that thing in the thing, forget it. But a snowblower, right? You should be able to do it. And he ended up doing it. And he was doing well till he messed it up. He over tightened the nut for the bowl nut. It's on the newer snowblower, so there is no jet. It just holds the bowl. He over tightened it, stripped it out, and his carburetor. And he got a little not happy. But I told him, hey man, listen, don't. The positive thing is that now you're familiar with your snowblower to a certain extent. You have the tools to take on a snowblower repair and other things with your snowblower. And number 3, you just learned a valuable thing, right? Sometimes I talk about mechanical instinct, and I know like a lot of random guys just like run with it and think that it's like some glorious thing. Mechanical instinct is something very, very simple, right? We know from a lot of the guys who turn wrenches, right? What is one of the most common things that people like to do? Over tighten things. So we talk about mechanical instinct. You know that when you get it nice and snug, you're done. You're done. So I told the guy, hey man, listen, congratulations. You learn yourself a valuable lesson. Here's a link to a carburetor. It's like $12. So your expensive, your error is cost efficient, but what you learned is so much more. Because when you go to do something else, now hey, I'm not going to make that mistake. Whether it's when you do something else completely different, when you get to that snug part, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Craig, good morning, honey. Always a pleasure to see you. Dick, it's a pleasure. Good to have you here, brother. Good morning. How are you? Jason is generous. Yeah. So here's the thing. The two of us have an incredible habit, and I'm not going to say bad habit, and it's definitely part of the reason I'm a little upset with the mister, and it's definitely something we both have to fix. We both tend to give 1,000 and then some % of ourselves to everyone and everything around us. And then the cup tends to be really empty when we need to pour it for each other. And there's certain things in life where your spouse needs the cup to be filled. So, guys, always give to the people around you. I'm never saying not, but remember where you lay your head at night to make sure there's something left in the cup to give to those around you too. Because like my mother always said, I'll never forget. And the sad part about it, those who know my story about my mother, she passed, she was 53. And it gives me chills to even share that she shared this with me when I was early in my 20s. I used to constantly, I was a mama's girl. When I moved away from home, I was 17. I went every day to still see my mother. I dropped her off breakfast. Mom, do you need anything? Mom, do you want me to take you grocery shopping? Mom. And I was in college at the time, 20-something credits, three minors at one time. And I still, every single day, Mom, do you need anything? Mom, do you want me to take you here and there? And she said, Christina, there's going to be a day where I'm not here. Your father's not here. Take care of you and the people around you, your loved one, the person you're with right now. Take care of you because I'm not always going to be here. And that resonates with me as a grown woman now and having a husband, because it's so true. We tend to give our cup to the people at work and our friends and this, but the truth is, this is what we hope to be here 10, 15, 20 years from now. So don't forget to not overgive your cup. Make sure there's some to give at home too. So there's that. Scott, Uncle Scott.
I'll go through the comments for Scott.
We love you, Uncle Scott.
We offered Scott some help if he needed it.
Scott, I love you. I love you. I love you. Scott Keller, good man. Peter Boca, thank you so much, love. Now that you're part of the family, it was December 3rd. The Mister's birthday was November. You'll join us for Christmas.
Yeah, I guess she said she wants
to the family now.
We do a Christmas giveaway, so I know she said we're going to do a giveaway, so we'll definitely do a Christmas giveaway.
The missus has, the Mister is cringing in his skin with all the things that I have. And when I say cringing, you know how he feels about giveaways. But I mean, I have got things that are not giveaways planned, and he's just like, that's silly. No, well, that's ridiculous.
We keep selling stuff off, so we can't have that happen.
And he's just like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this. And you know, when push comes to shove, I'm doing it. So it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. Mick, we love you too, brother. You're our brother from across the pond. Mick, I got a funny story for you. One of my former students is actually visiting family over by you for the whole month of December. Because of the time difference, I have to tutor her our time, 5 o'clock in the morning, a couple times a week. So there's that. Aw, wish the Mrs. P a happy belated birthday for me too as well. See, the good Mrs. P's have they're the same sign. We're a little fiery, but we're faithful. That's for sure. That's for sure. Aw, turning wrenches, John. You absolutely better believe we are. We absolutely are family, brother.
Good morning, John. How are you?
Oh, you missed it. He's been here, love.
He's been really busy on Instagram.
He's been here. Absolutely.
I heard Mando in the chat.
If we're going to be family, I'm going to be Cousin Eddie. Do I have to get you some white patent leather shoes for Christmas then, Uncle Eddie? I love it. My favorite movie. I love it. Peter Boca says, I started working on small engines when I was 10. I'm 17 now.
Get out of here.
Peter Boca, I love you. Peter Boca, if you have not checked out a channel, Franco the Boss. I
a young
mean
kid
this,
just like you.
A young man starting out. Dude, he
has 2 YouTube channels.
Yes. We are all about, I mean this to the core. Guys in the chat, Peter Boca, Frank the Boss, please support these young men. We need to keep the small engine community thriving. Guys, I get it. The guys who are in the chat, who are legends who have been doing this for years, yes, you matter. Yes, you matter. We learn from you. We're all learning from each other. But we got to keep these young, the new generation, because it's going to fizzle out. You and I all know it. The way that they're going with these machines, the way that this young generation doesn't want to touch a machine, we've got to empower this young generation to keep fixing and tinkering.
Yes.
So please support Peter Boca, Frank the Boss. Keep them going.
Haggry's another one.
Yes.
Nick Small Engines, I don't know what happened to him, but hopefully he's doing well. I see him pop up on Instagram here and there, but I hope he's doing well. Who's the other one? Come on. I can't think of Horse's Shop, but he's in school. Right? We tend to keep up with him. He doesn't really post much on YouTube. We stay in touch with him. I really, for us, since it hits home for us, since, I'm mechanically inclined, I really like to, push that. In high school, they really didn't push trades or anything like that. I ended up going to college, and here I am now. And there's absolutely, nothing wrong with that.
I want to make sure, while we're sitting here and we're talking about the power of family, please, Scott Keller. Scott Keller's family, I know we mentioned him as Uncle Scott, going through a very difficult time right now.
His dad and his sister.
With his dad and his sister.
He asked about his dog. I says, well,
please keep the Keller family right now in your prayers. Guys, I am a firm believer. I don't care who you believe in. But there's someone that keeps all this going and spinning. And you know what?
No, we believe in God. We shouldn't be ashamed of it.
We've got 28 in the chat right now. And sure. But we got 28 in the chat right now. And however many more watch this afterwards. And please just send some good wishes and prayers his way. Because right now, Scott Keller's family could absolutely use all of our well wishes and prayers right now. So Scott, we love you, and 190% you have it coming from us and everyone here in this stream.
I told Scott we'd watch his dog.
Oh, Scott, we have a puppy coming. Okay. Oh, they're not so puppies. I forgot they're big dogs. I guess you're kicked out of the bed.
That's fine. Yeah, like I said, we'll watch them. The problem is, on the weekend, they'll always have somebody. During the week, we work anywhere from 8 to 10 hours. So if they could be home by themselves for 8 to 10 hours and not piss and poop all over the place, I mean, it'll be a perfect match. Because we watch my other brother, he's Romeo. And, as you guys know, he's on his way out. So, we don't mind taking extra attention. So let us know, Scott. You got our information, or Henry's. We'll figure something out just in case.
John, that's beautiful.
Much love to you, and Jason.
Much love to you.
You all being 100%. Love your channel and live steps. Absolutely, John. Absolutely,
John, I hate to say it.
That's how we learn. I'll be honest with you. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, not at all. That's just who we are. And you know what? We are that way to a fault sometimes. We're not everybody's cup of tea. You know what? Let's be real. Right now.
Yeah, we're definitely not everybody's
right
cup
now,
of tea.
we're sitting at, we've got 23 people in the chat right now, and there's not 23 likes. But you know what? I don't really care. I really don't even care. The likes don't matter to me. You're not going to see us throughout the whole live saying, make sure you press the like button. It's just not how we roll. It's just not how we are. You're from New Hampshire. That blows Boca out of the water. Okay.
Close enough. 6 to 12 inches of snow. Congratulations, Thomas. You're close enough.
Thomas,
blow it our way.
Hi, honey. So, Thomas, are you going to cart some of that down to us? Your family. You've been family for a long time here on the Pate channel. I expect some snow here. Get going on it.
He owns an Arian, so when you own an Arian, you pray for snow. we definitely pray for snow.
Absolutely.
William, Bill, yeah. Mr. Condon.
Hello,
A lot of people just watch to fix their stuff and then go away. 110%. And that is life. Okay. So like I said, YouTube metrics don't bother me. She is a metrics person, and I just tell her, our channel is fun, and I guess I'm wearing, her down. She is very structured in that way. YouTube will send us emails and all this other stuff, and I'm like, nope, don't care, don't care.
What do you mean structured? Well, here's the thing. I'm a data person by heart, to be honest with you. So at the end of the day, like, yes, I don't care about the numbers per se, but what intrigues me is data. So at the end of the day, it's very intriguing to me when I'll sit there and I'll look at like the trajectory of the views versus subscribers over the amount of time, because he doesn't look at things as a data point of view. And my whole world, the world that with what I do, everything is data. So he sits there and I'm the nerd, and he'll sit there and he's like, I wrench. And I'll sit there and I'll say to him, I need this from you, and we need to do more of this and that, because the data was really good when you did X, Y, and Z. And he's like, just tell me what you want to do.
And then I say no. And then I say, so then my dad is, hey, it's leaf blower season. We need more leaf blowers to sell for money. That's my data. Hence, I had a guy meet me 8 o'clock in this morning. That's what he wanted. And
then my data was the universe brings me finds, because that brings good data. Yep. So there's that. Anyway. Oh my gosh, how funny. Oh my gosh.
Man, you guys don't like, James and Nick don't like Tecumseh. See, I like Tecumseh engine. James, I'm surprised you don't like Tecumseh engines on a generator, because they're very similar to the snowblower engines, and I absolutely love me.
Was this the oxymoron of the morning?
Yeah, I hate Kohlers. I hate Kohler. So if you guys check out that Kohler video, right? I mean, I can't believe it. And I don't know if some of you guys read my description or not. Even though I successfully fixed that carburetor, you guys know I get, very good money for my lawnmowers. And I also have a reputation to uphold. Okay. So to me, that repair I made on that carburetor translates into what I do for a living. That's like me going on a road call and fixing a truck to a certain extent temporarily. And even though it's a good repair, I don't want it to become a permanent repair, because it leaves for things to happen down the line. So for that video's sake, I had the mower up and running to show you guys, if you guys ever come across that video, you guys can, get it going. But in the end, after that video, I ordered a carburetor, a Chinese knockoff. I think I put the link up to it. I think it was less than $13, $14. And I put it on the lawnmower, and then I sold it, for good money. So, that's something that we'll always do first. I know there are other channels out there that are different, but we will always put the machine first, and the well-being of someone spending money on it, investing in it, that they're going to get the best potential out of it. I mean, I would be very upset if I spent or was misled that this mower is looking great and fully serviced, and meanwhile there's a doohickey repair to get it to that point. I can't,
Sorry. I love when you stop to think for vocabulary words and you come up with a cute word like doohickey.
Well, I can't use shop talk here. I already got a YouTube stripe for shop talk, and it's not the
cutest little munchkin.
So for you guys that are in the environment that I'm in, you guys will go through those. What are they called? Adjectives. Play on words for what I did to that carburetor.
I got him a thesaurus for Christmas stockings.
But I mean, and you guys know I hate Kohlers, right? I mean, that's another epitome of a Kohler.
No.
Why does your carburetor need to be set? It's completely 110% not necessary and uncalled for. There is no other lawnmower, no other mower that is set up like that. So you guys are trying to reinvent the wheel, and your wheel is a freaking square with sharp edges that dig deep into the ground, and people that even want to touch your lawnmower. That's what it's all about. Sorry.
Question. Kohler 2-cycle. Kohler 2-cycle.
I mean, listen, I'm getting...
Which Kurt Vaughn should I bring home next?
I mean, listen, there is no, I cannot say this more than enough. I mean, I'm getting better at 2Cycle. Obviously, the more I work on it. But as you guys know, we're all about the fix and flip. So I try not to get hung up on certain machines or pieces of equipment. And if it comes to a certain point, then I just gotta put it to the project pile and move on. That doesn't mean I don't want to or I can't fix it. It just comes down to is your time is an investment.
Mhm.
And if it's a poor one, then you need to reassess your situation and move on to something else.
Okay.
So here's an example. I've had a backpack blower that I've been working on here and there, and then it wasn't the season for it. Put it to the side, and now we're in season again. So I just ordered whatever I needed to get it going, and that'll be sold. And though I can't do it. It's just see you later. It doesn't mean we'll not see you in a little. It doesn't mean we're not working on it. It's hello, just when the time is coming. I mean, that's what we're all about. We're all about to fix and flip. We do repairs. I don't mind doing repairs, but the fix and flip is what Pate's Performance, is all about. Whether I show you how to fix something, I'll definitely show you how to flip it, and hopefully you guys, will create that extra avenue for revenue, and it could be a nice little acorn if you want it to be that. It's whatever you want it to be. You could have a big acorn or a little acorn. That's your choice.
How big is your nut? Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
It's really big.
Family channel. Wait, so there's only one nut? Maybe that's their problem. Oh, hey, you walked in. On that note, hey Sparky, how you doing, man? Good morning. Let's keep saying hi. Ooh, got a little hot in here, huh, guys? Ooh,
All right, so Mr. Briggs, I know you're going to Florida. Let us know if you need to watch your dogs. That's it. Very simple.
Okay.
Have a giveaway. Me and Mr. Generator have a giveaway for next Saturday. All right. Hope it goes well.
Oh.
And we'll probably be doing a giveaway tonight just for 5K. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hopefully it's not acorns. Hopefully. Christine, you and Ozzy Osbourne share. Hey, that's a fact I didn't know. Whew. Talk about a little burnt, huh? That I'd like his money though. That wouldn't be so bad. That wouldn't be so bad. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, Jason Hughes. Hold on. I got a little crazy with the clicker again. Hold on give me 1 second. Hold on. Hold on.
Nauseous.
Hold on. He's getting dizzy. Hold on, guys.
All small injuries are busted nuts and bolts. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hold on, guys. Sorry. Oh, okay, here we go. Sorry. Rob!
Good morning, Rob. How are you? You're a local
My
flipper.
old age is kicking in.
So the last time me and Rob spoke about, and we were on the live, how are you doing with lawnmower sales? I'm repeating myself, but self-propelled lawnmowers have been a great sell. I can't sell any push mowers. I think I finally sold a push mower, was last week?
Yes.
A push mower, not self-propelled. Surprise, surprise, surprise. I didn't get full asking price, but I didn't feel like taking it into storage over $10. And I know we spoke about it, how she says, don't take it, it is what it is. So I posted, did I do it on Instagram or the community page? I don't remember. I know I definitely did it on Instagram. So I was going through my project pile, and it was a project that I was kind of dragging my feet on doing because I just wasn't familiar with it. I actually saved an all-wheel drive lawnmower. My inspiration / inclination was that on high-end Husqvarnas, which I featured earlier on in the channel, is that it comes with a Honda lawnmower, a Honda engine from the factory. So as you guys know, sometimes when you start playing Frankenmowers, the cranks are different. And I know with Briggs, you get different crankshaft diameters. What I don't know with Honda is if you get different crank size diameters or not. And with an all-wheel drive lawnmower, which I think I have maybe 1 or 2 videos on, I'm not sure if I go in depth with the system. It's a pretty intricate and gimmicky system. Taro Fixes All, I'm not sure if he covered it, but I remember him talking about it, is saying that if you want to talk about a expensive repair bill, invest in an all-wheel drive lawnmower, because you get 2 transmissions, front and rear, 2 drive cables, and a very long belt, because it's one belt, and it's a pain in the you-know-what to change out. And I've done that belt before. So that's why I was kind of dragging my feet. And I says, man, I don't know if this crank is going to line up. If it doesn't line up, then I have a lawnmower apart for no reason. And I hate taking things apart because that means I have to put them back together, because when I go back to it, I have to remember how it comes apart in the first place. So she picked up her free lawnmower. That was fantastic find. Fantastic.
My first find or second find?
The electric start lawn.
And it's so funny because this is where I'm still learning. I really didn't think that was, I thought he was going to be unhappy with that because I didn't have a key. Well, looky there.
Mm-hmm. So that electric lawnmower was, because it was during her week of Pat Taste Performance, and it tied into her doing the right thing and how we reward. I had to stop what I was doing to get that mower done, videoed, edited, and then uploaded onto the channel. That's why it wasn't more of a how-to, even though I probably covered it. I mean, that was more of me just taking you along for the journey. The all-wheel drive lawnmower, a little bit intricate to swap, but it was practically bolt-on. I didn't think it was going to be bolt-on because I ran into a slight issue, which I mentioned. It was about the pulley diameter. They were different, but it actually worked out. And I told her, like, this is a freaking awesome lawnmower. This is a $300 lawnmower. We will put this into storage. And I said, you know what? All-wheel drive lawnmowers, why not? It's self-propelled. Let's put it up for sale. And believe it or not, I couldn't believe it. We had somebody who wanted to buy it, but the blade didn't come in yet. So hopefully, they'll pick it up this weekend and we'll have it sold. But let me show you something.
Shingle, dingle, dingle.
Let me show you something. It was pretty wild. Oh no, I put it in the basement.
Do it right. Small engine repair. Good morning. Good morning. Great to have you here. Let's see who else is in the house here. Oh, and can we just mention while we're saying hello, this whole little tidbit on the week of Mrs. Paté's performance is over. I really like how I'm only dedicated a week, when here I'm hustling hard all the time for the channel and bringing home tons of content. So this whole week that I was throwing a crumb, I don't know. We're going to have a discussion about this. So here's,
what would you guys do? So for that lawnmower, I ordered one blade. Now, the blade came a little bit later than anticipated. It is what it is. Hopefully salvage the sale. Look, I ordered one blade. Believe it or not, they sent me 3. The third one's on the lawnmower. And I freaked out. I double-checked my billing, and they only charged me for one blade. So my question is,
hey, KCP.
Do I go back and do I order another blade? And hopefully they send me another 3.
Jason Hughes, good morning,
because
honey.
I think the one blade cost me around $13, and they sent me 3. So 3 divided by 13 is cheap.
Mike, good morning, sweetheart.
So I'm not sure what I want to do. So anyway, with the point of that being said is, no matter what you have, put it up for sale, because you just don't know Someone
Will,
wants to buy
good to
it.
have you here, honey.
Mr. Higgs. What was it? Thanksgiving Day, right? When I bought out a bunch of stuff, Thanksgiving Day. Was it Thanksgiving Day? Or
Mhm.
Black Friday? Black Friday, I got up early in the morning and I did some shopping. And it was literally, I thought for next year, and I put up for sale. I got some stuff. We don't need to see Jason spend crank. It's a family channel. Oh, Jesus. Christopher Shelley, how are you?
Oh, wait. I don't want to see the size of Jason's blade. He'd have to pick it up off the floor, Mick.
What the hell? You're making me uncomfortable.
Really? He says it's a massive one. How am I making you uncomfortable? Mick, he's no fun.
Well, here's the thing. So it's a 22-inch lawnmower.
John! Uh-oh, he's showing his blade.
But the blade is 21 and 15/16.
Oh, I love it. Oh, Christopher Shelley, good morning, honey. Welcome. Finish talking.
You're making it uncomfortable. I'm trying to rebound this.
Oh,
I figured Jason would buy
God.
quantum air filters on Black Friday for 85 cents. We are probably due for another order.
Oh,
I'm not sure if I am confident enough if I could do another.
Henry, do you want to live
100.
with us? I love you. See, I think this whole throwing me a crumb a week of Mrs. Pate's pish
No, all
off.
right. So here's the deal. So the week, you guys remember how week
And,
of
and
Mrs.
he was
Pate's
so
performance-
annoyed.
No,
He was so,
no.
oh, you keep bringing home stuff. It's really interrupting my schedule. Could you imagine if your wife brought home an electric start mower and you were like, you're really interrupting my schedule?
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
What a brat!
That's a lot of work to fix, go through it, repair it, get it going, record it, edit it, and upload it in the same day on top of working a full work schedule. That was a long day for me. That was a long week for me
Hold on.
because you kept bringing home stuff.
Wait, hold on, guys.
And
I
it
have a
just
headset
tied
on.
in.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. Would you like a Weineken with your Weineken burger?
I'm not complaining, but you're. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining.
Hold on. Oh, wait, he said I'm not complaining. Okay, let's read some more of the comments. Are y'all gonna have a big Christmas showdown? Wow.
What's a showdown?
I
It's a
am
fine showdown.
so glad Do It Right Small Engines that you asked, because
What's a showdown?
I've got such a great idea for the Mr.
You
Mr.
do
and
have a good
Mrs.
idea, but you're not acting on it, and I keep selling stuff, so it's making it difficult to do your idea.
Well, if you could pry yourself away from your Xbox for 30 seconds, then maybe, oh, I'm sorry. You know what he dedicated his time to this week? Fixing his headset for Xbox. I came up, oh, do you want to show the boys what I bought this week? And you guys think that I can't buy a good tool set. Go get my tool set. Go, let's show the boys what I bought.
It's good for small stuff.
Guys, look what I bought this week. I bought this on my own.
Was it upstairs?
It's in the bottom drawer still where it belongs. I put my tools back where they belong. I bought this little tool kit. I got it for a great price off of, as Mick would say, Amazonian. And it's still going for a great price. Now, I personally bought it electronics, phone, jewelry, but I'm thinking he used it for his Xbox headset. But I'm thinking, honestly, I really think this could possibly use for any of those really small screws for small engine parts. I'm really thinking so. It's 121 pieces. It has magnetic parts. And
It's magnetic, which is pretty cool.
literally, I can hold it up. I don't want to have them fall out. But one side of the kit is literally, it's an entire kit of bits and drill pieces. But guys, they go down to, the size. Like, we're talking like jewelry size. And then 5.5. But everything is magnetic and all your parts are on one side. And then on the other side, that's where you have all of your gear, all of the parts that you can tap and screw into.
Do you like to do a tool review video?
So then, and this is where your main bit is. This can actually be, if you wanted to heat up the tip, they give you a tip.
Heat up?
Yeah, it could be heated up. It's safe too. I read in the review. So this piece can actually crank into this piece and you could heat up the tip. So I know I was listening and watching some of your videos, some of you on like backpack blowers and things like that. And I know some of you you don't want to heat up the plastic. It's just the tip. And that's why they give you some of these extender parts with metal. But guys, I think this ended up costing me, it might be up to $17.99, but they run a special on it every so often I think it ended up being $12.99. They were running a Black Friday special on it, but really fantastic, really handy to keep around the house. And also, they even give you, when you're sometimes looking for your glasses or for jewelry parts, there's 50 small miniature screws that there's a bit piece that can fit into this as well. Also, for when you do heat up something, that's where they gave you the metal tweezers as well to pick and plug from. So guys, I know for some of you, chainsaws, backpack blowers, hedge trimmers, for some of you guys who get into those smaller gears, really worth giving it a look-see. Again, I picked this up for myself, and like I said, the other night I caught the mister, working this out himself. So give that get a little look. I'll try to see if the mister can link it up for you, so you can so you can check that. I'll have him link that up to the video. Again, it was a great little find, but I was really, really happy with it. When it came, another thing where he was like, this is kind of nice. I do my homework. You know what I'm saying? Tampa. We like tips. We like tips. We like tips. Sometimes that's all you need, right? We're still talking tools, right? Just saying. Sometimes it can be brittle. Just saying.
You sound like a QVC. Why don't you do a review video on this then?
Now, that is a good question. So that's where, let's keep it honest. I can sell, I can find. I don't know if the mister has it coming to a video at some point soon, but I've got no shame in lifting the machines. Clearly, I'm hauling machines. And as you saw in the last video, that electric start mower was a beast to get up into the white diamond.
You still have your other lawnmower that I have to do, but I didn't.
Yeah.
We just ran out of, there's only so many days.
But I have to tell you, at the end of the day.
That will come with another video, though.
There's also a thing called time, Will. I know you're fairly new to our channel, but Will, I do have a full-time career. I do also run 2 really successful side businesses of my own right now, and one that I'm really trying to take off with. And I'm also working towards finishing a administrative doctorate right now. So I've got a little bit on my plate. So at the end of the day, I also have to think about time. And the truth is, I would love, I'm a nerd all the ways around. The mister knows it. I've helped him to fix machines before.
When I cut my finger, she did a triple belt conversion on an Ariens 926 that you guys didn't see on the channel because that was before my YouTube. But you guys did see me sell it for $1,000 on the channel. I documented that on a 100-degree hot summer day. Someone handed us $1,000 for that snow.
Yeah. And I have to say, at the end of the day, I would say I'm a fairly quick study when you do show me. Like, I've got to be honest, for a man who has a degree to teach, he's not the most patient. He is not the most patient. But I am a quick study. I do pick up quickly. But when in the business of flipping, and this is just my own personal belief, unless we're doing it for content, a video, if obviously when he hurt his hand, it was either I do it myself and he tell me how to do it, or we weren't making money. But for him to sit there and tell me how to do it, we're taking time off the table. And the truth is, if I can bring home the equipment and he could turn around and quickly fix it and flip it, I could be doing my side business at the same time. There's a lot of the times he's out there filming and fixing. I'm in here filming and doing my business as well at the same time when I'm home. So if we both can be making money at the same time, that's double. For me to sit there and be doing it with him, I'm always happy to do things with him. I love my time with the mister, always. But at the end of the day, I'm always thinking about the bottom line, the profit. So will there be more of the Mrs. Fixing? I love that. Sure, absolutely. I'd like to learn. I think it's important. I think it's important for me to not just be bringing things home. But I also want to make sure it's not where it's going to hurt his timeline as well, because I know he's always got a busy sideline as well. Franco, baby.
We were talking about you this morning
or
this afternoon.
Were your ears
whatever.
ringing? Were your ears ringing?
What are your side businesses? Ooh.
Sure. So
was that covered in the 40 questions?
I don't know. So William, obviously
Pate's Performance, apparently.
Pate's Performance. No. So I work for a company. I have an LLC with a company called Young Living. And I run a team right now that sells the product, and the team is thriving. What's beautiful about that company is every month that you build the team, it becomes your legacy. It's like a retirement, it's a pension. So at the end of the day, right now, my goal is to build the team. I've been building it for about 2 years right now, and it's doing phenomenally. The product is doing phenomenally. And as well, I also, for 15 years now, for I would say about 9 of the years, I ran a remedial teaching service outside of my main career on my own. And now I actually have new teachers to the field who I actually service out work to. So I take a lot of the higher end clients and I'll work with those students, and students who maybe budgetarily have a lower scale that they're working with. I'll work with teachers who can work with those students, and I have them working for me as well. So I have a lot going on. Plus, again, the big goal is getting that doctorate also completed. So there is a lot going on, and I have always got my eye open for equipment. I got to be honest, it's fun. It's fun for me. And I am always supporting what this man is doing with the Pate's Performance, what he's doing in his hustle. That is something I'm actually always trying to teach him. I am always, no matter how busy I am in my career, in my side gigs, no matter what I'm doing, he always comes first, always. And I have never, ever, ever varied off of that path. So there's that.
So here's the thing. I'm so sorry, I was busy. Tampa Boy Customs is a champion. He does mini bikes and I call them death traps and all this other stuff. He actually won, I think, 2 races from what I understand, from what I've watched. And then there was another race that he did, and he was doing so well they had to stop him because he was lapping people. So if you guys want to check out some mini bike races, let me see. He's going to the racetrack, and hopefully either he is doing the live or the racetrack is doing live. There was one of the events that he was doing was supposed to be, I'm using the word televised, but the racetrack itself was supposed to put it on whatever it would be for us to view. But I think they had something going on. They couldn't do that. And we just had to rely on Tampa's footage. So, for here, us in New York, on Long Island, we don't have those type of races here. We just don't. So I actually enjoy watching them, and I wanted to watch them because I seen Tampa, build these bikes from one to another. And I said this before, And I'll say it again. Like I said, I'm way behind on content. You know, even though I don't work on go-karts and mini bikes and stuff like that, because I'm afraid of somebody doing something stupid to them and then they're gonna blame me. I think people here are very lawsuit happy, and I don't want any responsibility with that here. I actually came across an air compressor at my job that I had trouble fixing. And if it wasn't for just watching little snip and tidbits of Tampa Boys videos, and there's another guy here, he's not here, it's Nate at Go Karts Gone Fishing. They actually helped me fix 2 air compressors at my job, save the customer a boatload of money, and the repair that I made was actually a permanent, viable repair without spending, I think they wanted $150 for a cable. So, I mean, little things like that you could take from other YouTube channels and aspects. But, you know, definitely if you guys are into racing or you want to see people race, you know, Tampa Boy Customs, definitely, you know, for sure.
And just a salt of the earth, nice guy. Just a really nice guy, pleasant guy to watch. Great growing channel. Franco, sweetheart, thank you for the birthday wishes. I always appreciate it. Thank you.
Again.
Uncle Ed, yes. Yes. Do you think this beautiful face is an easy?
I don't need help.
Oh, please.
You took care of me and I gained 50 pounds.
How many people believe he takes care of himself? Probably
believe me,
not.
I'm just fine. This mullet, I could take care of myself.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sure thing, honey. Sure thing.
Are we going to pick up the truck today?
Yes, honey. Wait, what was that? You'll take care of yourself? Are we going to take care of
yourself? I'll call an Uber.
Oh, stop.
I'll call an Uber.
I think you would be good at, you know what, William? I have to be honest with you.
Anybody could be good at fixing machines.
Here's the thing.
Just nuts and bolts.
It's 2 ways.
How about this? When we get a bigger garage.
Oh, stop. And see, you know what, guys?
Fix.
I will tell you this. Here's the thing. We cleaned out the garage, and as you saw in the video, there's plenty of room to move in there. I want you all to know, because we've cleaned the garage, I don't want you all to believe it's not because we're not expanding the garage. We all talked about this before. Everything costs money. And I refused. I believe everything in life that you want, you work hard for. And we are going to do that expansion. And we are going to be able to say, here's the money, here's the expansion. In the meantime, we can move around just fine to do a repair in the summer
when it gets nicer out. You could go do your thing at one end, and I could do my thing at the other.
Well, I don't necessarily think that that's going to ever be necessary for our channel, because the idea is I have fruitful businesses.
I'm not saying that.
So at the end of the day, what William's saying, though, I would like to learn a repair from you. And the truth is, like we had the time where you hurt your hand, I think it is good for me to see how something's done. What would also be interesting, when we were in snowblower season a few years ago, when we get hammered, we get hit with repairs. We get hammered with repairs. That would be a time where it might be good for the missus to know how to fix something. So at the end of the day, maybe a snowblower. But I'm not gonna lie. There is a small piece of me that is very nervous about hurting my hands. I need my hands in what I do. So I would hope that my teacher would teach me well then. So, because I would still like to have usage of both hands. So there's that. So yeah, but anywho, on that note,
we gotta go.
Bill, I always ask new technicians that they took apart.
Wow.
That's a great.
I never thought of that.
Great question.
I like that.
Bill, I'm actually really, really pleased that you said that. I just had a conversation recently.
I don't ask the new guys that.
One of the, for those of you who have children, grandchildren, or even are aware of what goes on in the school system nowadays, one of the most thriving areas in education is something called STEM and STEAM. It's all about what Bill kind of just brought up now. Building things, engineering, kids being able to take their 2 hands to get parts, put things together. It's kind of like what we did as children, but they kind of put a name to it now. It's like everything else. They want to put a spin to it and put a dollar sign to it, because there's companies that make kits for the STEAM and STEM, and they want to make money off of it. But it's amazing. I was having a conversation recently. This generation is not used to that way of thinking. But when you bring it into the classroom, when you bring it into your home and you have your children do these things, putting parts together, taking a toy apart, putting it back together, having them problem solve, it is amazing. They can do it. They can do it. It is called getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. And nowadays, parents want to rush that process. They want to rush to the rescue. They want to immediately, when Johnny's having or Sally's having trouble tinkering, they want to immediately, it's this, put this nut in this bolt, or this has to go. Don't rush to the rescue. Let them have a little bit of struggle. It's called productive struggle. And I think if we do a little bit more with this generation that's coming through, we'll have some more Franco the Bosses, and we'll have some more of these new channels of these young gentlemen and young ladies coming out who want to work in the small engine field, because we are too quick to want to put a damper on flexing their learning and flexing their ability to problem solve. At the end of the day, there's a generation of the young adults that are out there right now that can't problem solve. And at the end of the day, it's a dangerous, dangerous situation that we're in. So, Bill, that's a wonderful, wonderful question and point that you bring up. It is fantastic. And John, I think your parents, your mother, she gave you the greatest gift in the world by allowing you to sit there and do that, and put together your choice. It allows for thinking and problem solving. KCB, my mom freaked out on me one time and had my 71 Chevelle interior completely out. And of course, her car was in the garage in front of me. Parents don't do that nowadays. And I'm not at any part.
No, my parents still do that. They hate when they take the truck apart.
We're talking about now.
Now they still hate it when they take the trucks apart.
Jason, I'm talking about this generation of parents. At the end of the day, I'm not faulting this generation of parents, but at the end of the day, because we have a lot of households, 2 working parents, I know it's a lot easier to put the child in front of a TV, in front of a game, but you're not allowing for problem solving. Put the child at the table. Give them something to tinker with. Give them something to work on. And I'm telling you, you would be so surprised. They're intrigued by it. They're thrilled to do it. They want to do it, and we'll build better minds for it. But anyway, speaking of things that we need to tinker on, things we need to do, we all have things we need to work on today. It is a rainy day here on the Northeast. I don't know what the weather is like where you are today. We need to go pick up Mandingo today.
Yeah.
I got to tell you.
Gave me a run for my money this week.
I got to tell you, the Mr. Knows, that's like our child right now. Every night that Mandingo did not come home, my exact words to him were, do we want to tow her home?
So I am going to vlog what happened with Mandingo. And I know it's not going to apply to small engines, but it's going to apply to other 6.5 engine owners.
Mm-hmm.
This was an oopsie. Okay. I'm not sure if it was made by me or my buddy who helped me. If you guys remember, I actually checked, our video was 9 months ago. So that's how long this oopsie had. And it finally let itself out of its, I don't know how you say it. Like there's an underlying issue with the truck that we missed and we caused it. And finally, it let itself out of Pandora's box. And for 3 days, I was going crazy. And it was literally sitting right in front of my face, But the factor was, one, I suck at electrical. Two, I had no access to dealer or factory wiring diagrams. I found an abundance of my body style and truck style factory and wiring diagrams for gassers. Mandingo has a Detroit diesel in it, and I could not find any. The guys at my job tried everything that they could to help me. They were great, but then again, a lot of great mechanics sometimes, phenomenal mechanics. They know we knew what the issue was with the truck. It was electrical. We just didn't know where to look, right? If we have no wiring diagrams, we have no pinpoints to look for on a truck like Mandingo and other trucks, modern, right? It's just a spaghetti bowl of wires. And I was gracious enough to have a buddy of mine kind of steer me in the right direction. And then when he steered me in the right direction, a light bulb went off and says, hey, I remember looking online when we first got the truck and someone made a post with pictures and everything. And I knew exactly where to look. And it was right in front of my face the whole time. Fixed it. Very simple, very foolish and stupid that it happened. I'm not calling me or my buddy foolish or stupid, but it was a simple oversight. And I just can't believe this truck worked for 9 months like this, and out of nowhere, it just stopped. It was absolutely phenomenal. So I'm going to vlog it in case anybody decides to push their 6.5 to the point that I have or my buddy have, because we did the work together, and it should be interesting. But it literally gave me a run for my money for 3 or 4 days, and it sucked because some of the nights I got off late from work and I just couldn't work on the truck because it was just completely blackout. And something I didn't want to tackle because I knew it was electrical and I suck at it. And late at night, tired, it just wasn't a good mix. Then we lost another day for her birthday. But I was gracious that believe it or not, I got it running in the pouring rain Thursday.
Well, just remember, Pandora's box doesn't stay closed forever.
Yes.
So eventually it will open.
Yes. As you know, with an older vehicle, especially when you start doing things to it, other things will evolve. But I just can't believe for 9 months, I checked YouTube, 9 months, that this truck had this issue the whole time, and it finally let itself out. Amazing. But
I have to say, without a doubt, I never doubted that the Mister would figure this out. But you know what happens with the Mister too?
How about this?
He doubts himself and he gets frustrated.
If I didn't fix it yesterday, we were actually going to call a tow truck and then have it towed home. But we didn't have to.
Yeah. Roy, how are you, sweetheart? Good to have you here. I noticed a comment I wanted to address really quickly. Franco says, my parents completely support my small engine flipping. My dad takes me wherever I need to get machines. That's huge. Huge. And I wanted to, because our new friend wrote back to that, and I wanted I wanted to give him, to lift his spirits a little bit.
96 is Mandingo.
Franco, you're lucky my parents always complain. Peter, you know what? The Mister over here, the Mister has a truck, right?
My parents complain.
It's not Mandingo that we're talking about.
They still do.
They
even complain in general about the new truck because they're like, why do you spend all this money and time on it?
His parents will never understand why he loves older. The Mister hates the idea of a brand new truck. He loves an older body. And underneath, if you've ever seen in our videos, there is a truck under a cover in our driveway. And the Mister, that's like the baby that when I met him, he had, and his parents call it the meat wagon. It's the mix between an Escalade and a Tahoe. We call it the Escahoe. And I'll never forget when we moved in this house, his parents said to me, like, now's your opportunity. Like, this thing could be towed away from here. And I'll never forget saying, there could be so many vices that my husband can have. If this is the thing that makes this man happy, like one day, if this is going to be his hot rod that he works on, that he loves so much, then we will put a cover on it. And one day he will work on it. Peter, when your parents see, you have to show them that you're working hard at this. Keep up your grades at school. Keep doing well in school. Keep being sweet to your parents. Keep being a good son. But your parents will see if you're putting ambition and energy into this small engine business or hobby that you're into, they'll respect the passion. I said on my channel once, it's not that I am a small engine girl, because someone once said, you're so into this. It's not that I'm a small engine girl. I love my husband. So if you love the man, you love the business, the hobby. If you love the man, you love his skills. So they love you. They will learn to appreciate and love your skills as well. But you also have to keep up everything else around you to go with it. So prove to them, show them how skillful you are and that you're learning and you're passionate about something. They love the son. They'll love the skill. Trust me on this one. Casey, I see so much of this, and even the Mister himself, his own sibling, I think, is a perfect example of this. Casey says, my kids got hooked on Nintendo, never came out to help me work on anything. Now they're dependent upon others. My husband was always the one who watched his father. He learned from his father. His other sibling is just like what you're describing. We can't have children who are fixed on a TV screen or a game, never watching us in what we do, and think that they're going to be able to be self-sufficient in this world. We are not fortunate yet to have our own children. I want it more than anything in this world. But let me tell you, I infuse this upon my students. And if God willing, we're fortunate enough to bring our own children into this world, let me tell you, they will watch this man and what he does. My daughters, a son, they will watch their mother do what she does. And we will instill in them what we do, because like my mother once told me, we will not always be here. I will want them to be independent and self-sufficient and not rely on the world around them for everything that they need. It's so important to be able to count on yourself. Leah, hi, honey. How are you?
Bless my father had me by his side. Yes, absolutely. Hope you guys are doing well. Someone asked about tree removal. They still have trees down from Iseus. I don't know how to pronounce it. Iseus. And they need them cut up.
Isaiah, was it?
I don't remember. So hopefully they contact you. It's on the Nextdoor app. So hopefully if you want to snipe that. But I gave your information. I gave your phone number. Hopefully they reach out to you. Mm-hmm. We really need to go.
I just want to make sure that no one said anything.
It's over now.
Peter, my parents think it's great that they would rather me outside being productive. Absolutely. And it sounds like Peter's a wonderful child. Also, I think he's probably like the Mister was. The Mister probably wasn't the most tidy, probably always ripping things out of his truck and always a party. I mean, I heard the stories of him when he was growing up. And now they're so proud of him. But they still don't understand Mandingo. They don't understand the other truck. At the end of the day, like I said, to love the man is to love the skill. To love the son is to love the skill. To love the daughter is to love the skill. It kind of just comes along with the territory. Thomas Andrews, I learned fixing chainsaws watching my father fix them. And Thomas Andrews, another man who's extremely handy with his hands, very skillful. Yeah. So again, guys, be mindful of the people around you. Even us who are able to do the things that we do, this man, he's constantly learning and watching from those around him. I think if we could end on that note today, think about the people around you, what you can learn from the people around you. And remember, love the people that are with you and around you. Love on them hard. Love on them hard. Take care of the people around you. And value what they do, value what you do. And remember, just every day with a grateful heart, be thankful for each other. And we're so thankful for you. So on that note, here's to another week. I hope you find the finds. I hope you fix the things. I hope
Get the flips going.
the flips go good.
And
I
whatever
hope
else you
there's
guys got
snow
going
coming
on.
our way.
Positive and forward movement, progress.
And
please.
always grateful. We're so grateful for you and all the good things to speak to everybody.
Don't forget, Peter, organic growth. And anybody else, even if you have an existing
Yeah.
current YouTube channel,
Yeah.
don't get caught up in drama with other channels.
Yeah.
Stay out of it.
Yeah.
If people want to drag you into it, don't. And
Hi,
just
sweetheart. Hi,
forget
second chance.
organic growth.
Absolutely.
Grow at your own
Yes.
and at your own pace. Because don't forget, a lot of things just don't come naturally. It will come with hard work.
Yes.
It will come with mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it feels so good when you
Yes.
know you've done it yourself and it
Yes.
happened the way that it should. On that note,
Stay dry for those of you getting rain.
and wish us maybe we'll get a little pic on the community page of us bringing Mandingo Girl home. So on that note, we love you.
All right, guys.
Be well and
Later.
later.